Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright. I know.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop.
Hello guys! Wait, I'm gonna put something on the Discord, everyone. I know it's late / early, but I'm doing a small podcast on a prediction on M1. Let's go! How are you guys doing? Hello. Hello Lunar, hello Xavier, hello Christopher, hello Shipmunk, hello Solus. Alright, so I'm gonna get in it straight up. This is completely improvised. I just remember I forgot to do the prediction for the playoff, and the playoff are already tomorrow morning in a few hours. It's already the middle of the night in Indonesia, so it's a bit yikes. Wait, I'm gonna lower the music a bit. Alright, this is good. Let's do that together. I'm gonna try to get the chat participating with me, guys. Alright, so first of all, I need to get the video of the first prediction I did and just copy paste whatever prediction I did the first time. Yeah, wait. Let me check. There, gonna copy paste it here. And I'm gonna take it. How are you guys doing today? Alright, this is it. Oh, I'm gonna do it in front of you. So, at Gemik Production, you guys, you know we have a big budget to do things like this. So today I'm going to do that on Paint. Okay, I'm just gonna do that on Paint. Yikes. I do that the old school way. Alright. So let's clear that out. That's going to be whatever we have now, and this is what I predicted, right? Up, this, yeah. I'm starting by the groups, by the way, because obviously I want to compare the prediction I did last time and maybe get a bit in the topic. Hello everyone, hello. Alright. So, since it's a big budget production, this is my prediction. My prediction. I know you like how I'm writing prediction. Alright. This is some good writing skills. This is nice, huh? I know it looks good. You like it. My predictions, and not just one, I'm gonna write it properly. Actual results. Alright. So now we need to get the results. Wait. I'm gonna copy it here, and I'm gonna switch this. Alright, so what happened in reality? Select. So, in the group A, we had RRQ, who ended up... What the fuck? Sorry. In the first one. Okay, so we were right. Wait, I know what I need to do. I need to do, you know the small symbol of verified. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Oh, there must be that somewhere here. I think there is. Okay. There isn't. Yikes. Maybe I can draw it. Oh, that's amazing. Wait. Yeah, that's good. The last one is good. I should have done it in green. Green. Yep. No. Wait. No. It's too little though. It's fine. This one. Yikes. Rigged. Failed. Okay. And obviously, when I'm wrong, like a big red cross. Fuck it. Alright, we put this here. I show you how to use Paint. It's nice. It's a very easy, shitty tool, but it helps. It does the job, you know. You just stream the games, nah. Oh yeah, I heard about the Evos winning because of the pose, or not losing because of the pose. A lot of people got salty over that. But I'm gonna put the chat here maybe. Put the chat here. Then okay, VEC Fantasy Main. Okay, that was the big surprise for me because I had no clue how those guys were playing, and they ended up second in the group, which pretty much completely destroyed my my predictions, right? Completely, because it put everyone down. They switch, right? They switch up Evos and Impunity from 2 and 3rd spot to 3rd and 4th spot. So this is pretty much what happened. Okay, so I was right that Evos and Impunity would be like one after each other, and Impunity would be well, they would be behind everyone else. But I underestimated the Vietnamese team, that's for sure. So in the end, I'm right on RRQ, but I'm pretty much wrong on everything else. Okay, because well, I didn't predict that bad, but that's not accurate. Okay, then yikes, Impunity and Evos out of the game. We're not gonna see them. And then the Group B. I mean, the Group B, I was pretty accurate, man. The Group B, I was completely right. Alright, so we're gonna take these and do the nice little up. So I'm a bit salty on the first group because I just didn't know how good the Vietnamese team were, and that messed up everything, man. But I wasn't expecting Evo's esports to be disqualified anyway. Even if I watched Vietnamese team play before, I wouldn't have known they were this good. And I didn't watch the games, by the way, so I'm still not sure what happened. Okay. The only thing I know is that I woke up and Evo's esport from Singapore was out. So here it's a bit more complicated, because to me, in my mind, I'm right on the Group C, okay? In my mind, I'm right in the Group C because Sunspark did beat Todak, Avil, and Geo Esport, but they still, because of the way the round average or the map average is done, like they ended up. Oh wait, they ended up being second, okay, which is a kind of a big deal. Okay, they still qualify, but imagine if it happened and they were third, or just think about the fact that they go in loser bracket now, so they are under the pressure of finishing top 7, 8, rather than being in the winner bracket and being assured that they would be finishing top 6. So it's a small difference, right? But it's still a difference, right? Where's the being a member button? I don't know, bro. Can't? Oh, wait, let me check. Maybe it's because... Okay, I'll check that just after. Maybe it's because of the ban I got in the live stream the other day, you know? Alright, so... I'm right on Geo. I'm right on Evil Esport. But I'm wrong on something where I'm right. That pissed me off, but hey, I'm gonna give it to them. I mean, that's the rules. I should have implemented those rules, but to be honest, it's impossible for me to predict that they are going to be losing a map against everyone. Alright, I'm gonna change positioning this up. I put it here. Hello again. And then the Group D. The Group D. That's complicated, right? That's complicated. And what completely... Oh! Deus Volt didn't finish last. Wait. Wait. What's that? 0202? Where's the third map? Can someone explain me why is the third... Wait, what happened on the last game? Did the result? Something? What happened between Deus and Onyx? Who won? Deus lost, right? I'm not dreaming. They didn't update it. The Deus lost against Onyx, because I was sleeping. Deus Volt versus Onyx PH. Deus lost. Okay, Deus lost. So Onyx won. Alright, Onyx 2-1. So Deus Volt finished last in the group. Okay, so that's something I'm right on. Deus Volt did finish last. Evo's Legend did finish first. Okay? I was right on this. I'm not gonna get into the whole the pose thing. Deus Volt should have won. This team should have won. You know, I'm not gonna get into this. The whole point of prediction is just to try to accurately know what's gonna happen before it happens. I cannot predict the fact that people are gonna do 2-1 or that there is going to be some weird stuff happening in game. I can't predict this. It's not possible. So yeah. All right. Deus Volt, right? This is right. And the rest I'm wrong because those guys from Japan were completely sick. They played amazingly well, and I'm still completely shocked because I wasn't expecting them to play this good. I heard that they were good, okay? There's a couple of guys who came on the stream and were like, hey Gemik, you should check out the Japanese team. They are doing insanely good locally on their tournament. But I felt like that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't prove that, you know. Oh wait, you cannot see the side of it. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna lower up. All right, like this you can see pretty much everything. Smaller webcam. All right. Yeah, I couldn't know that they were going to be having such a good preparation because let's be honest, if you listen to their interviews, they said they practice a lot and they actually paid attention to who they were going to play against. They said, for example, against Evo's Legends, they said they watched their replays. They prepared some secrets, 9 secrets, you know. And yeah, they actually played really well. The first game, they went out completely motivated and super strong against Evo's Legend, and they played their game. The second game was a bit more shaky, and the third game was really shaky. I think it's the mentality, the psychology of the players who went down a bit from seeing so much resistance from Evos, you know. If Evos didn't outdraft 10 seconds game, they might have lost. And that's the thing. That's why, like, I was discussing with the owner of Evos today. I had a long discussion with him, and that was really interesting. And we were talking about the underdogs in the tournament. And we agree on the fact that coaches make a big difference on 3 things. The mental aspect, the preparation to a tournament. You know, find this hunger and find this willingness to win, to go forward and just, you know, be a fighter. The second thing was regarding the draft, the fact that having someone outside the team who is outside the in-game ecosystem, who can draft without being biased. It's really good. And the third thing was the macro, the economy of the team when you are playing, right? Those 3 things that a coach bring to a team and help tremendously, and those are actually the key factors between a winning team and a losing team. So yeah, 10-second gaming, they played amazing. I don't think they have a coach. I think they did all their work by themselves, and in the end they really did great. Alright, regarding the result of the prediction, so I have 7 wrong and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right. But the thing is, that was complicated to place every 16 team. So I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. I'm happy with the result. I'm not too rusty. And no! I can do this. No, I can do this. Wait. We need a bigger... Need a bigger paint. And I guess we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy paste it. And I'm gonna try to work with this. You guys see? You guys see? Maybe it's a bit too tiny. Sorry. Those are the games. Cannot zoom. Those are the games for tomorrow. RQ Todak, Burmese Ghouls Evo's Legends, PC Fantasy Main, Sunspark, and the last one, Axis 10-second Gaming. Interesting, huh? Very, very interesting. The level of this tournament is logically the highest you can get, right? So it's gonna be very, very interesting. The group stage was amazing. I mean, the games we had were crazy, right? They were super, super entertaining, and I love them personally. Alright, so let's get into it. The first game gonna be RQ Todak. What do you think about this, guys? Fail all your exam to watching M1? Ah, come on. Come on, man. You know better. Something. But a small zoom. Done. Hello. RQ versus Todak. Yeah, I think everyone agrees on this. Close match, I would go for RQ. I think it's not gonna be a close match. Remember, Todak lost to Evo's SG in the MPL recently, right? And RQ didn't really struggle too much against Evo's SG. So if you're going to by transitivity, I don't think it's gonna be a hard match. Let's try to make this clean. Well, I don't need actually to. It's fine. I'm gonna do it on the first one. So I'm gonna try to cut this properly. Does it fit? Yeah, it fits. What she said. Yeah. Okay. Good. Burmese Ghouls. Oh, let's put numbers. Let's put numbers. I think it's gonna be for me 2-0. Okay. And since it's my prediction, I don't care if you agree with me or not. I decide. 2. Wait. You know what? You know what? Let's do this. Hey, let's add some challenge to this podcast, boys. Let's go. Let's do it like the hard way. We're gonna predict every single thing. Alright? I know some of you might not agree with my predictions, but I think I should be pretty accurate on this. Alright. So, I think it's gonna be, for me, it's more like to add some fun, okay? Because it's really hard to predict at this point the score. The result, it's not that hard. And I think Todak is not gonna win the map. Okay? That's my prediction. I think it's gonna be 2-0 for RQ. Burmese Ghouls against Evo's Legend. This is a hard one for me because I'm biased as hell for Evo, so I want them to win. I said they would win the championship, so I'm super biased. But I'm gonna go in the middle. I have a feeling they are gonna get upset. Okay, so I don't know. I'll say 2-1 for Evo's Legend. Burmese Ghouls have been playing so freaking good in their group stage that it's actually scary, and I don't know how they translate into like against other opponents, or they're gonna adapt. But alright, I'm gonna give it to the boys. I'm gonna please the fans, and I'm gonna put Evos against RRQ once again in final of the upper bracket. Always, man, freaking always. Todak 2-1 RRQ. Yeah, that could be the case, Vavra. You could be right, man. That's the thing, man. We saw Evo struggling a bit when they were playing from behind. When they lost the early game against 10-second Gaming, they struggled a bit, you know. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine if they go against Burmese Ghouls and they didn't they didn't prepare enough, or Burmese Ghouls actually prepared something really sneaky against them. It would be interesting, man. And if they don't challenge Burmese Ghouls and they both have a super strong mental, I mean, BG, they know they have nothing to lose in this game. Okay, it's the World Championship. They want to win. But they go against the favorite of the tournament and everyone is telling them, you guys will lose, you guys will lose. And they are like, okay, we are the underdogs, we have nothing to lose, we are going against the best one. Yikes, you know, it's unlucky, but hey, let's do our best. And Evos, they are like, okay, everyone is saying we are the world champion, we are the best team on earth. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated, man. There's only so much you can prepare mentally. A team to face, right? And Evos right now, they're facing the biggest pressure of their life in a world championship. No, complicated. Biggest surprise so far gonna be 10 seconds, right? Yeah, the biggest surprise so far is 10S for sure. 10S. 10-second gaming, man. They have been playing amazing, and they are super nice to watch because they have completely different playstyle, but they have a playstyle that they mastered. They are experts on the mobility comps, and that seems to do wonders, man. Mobility comps, guys. They pick champions that all of them have very quick movement speed and just a lot of dashes, a lot of jumps, and they just move around the team fight and sort of guide the team fight everywhere. They spread out the team fight rather than doing a 5 versus 5 in one choke point. They're gonna spread out the team fight and do a lot of 1 versus 1s, 2 versus 2s, and take their duels. Mechanically, they were really good. The Baxia player was really impressive to watch play. I've never seen the Baxia playing this well. So I really liked it. The guy who was playing Harif, like the mid laner, I forgot his name. He was really good too. He was really impressive. Alright, so Onyx PH got eliminated, right? Wait, I'm gonna put the webcam again on the other side. Up so the chat is not in front. Onyx PH was eliminated. They played... They performed not that well. We were having a lot of expectations, especially Doggy told me, yeah, you will see Onyx is going to be top 2 in the tournament. I was like, meh, they do a lot of mistakes, man. They do a lot of mistakes against Sunspark in the MPL of the Grand Final. And Sunspark, same thing. Both teams played good, but there was so much mistakes. And I felt like the MPL in Philippines that have been won by Sunsparks was more like a one-shot. Something that was mixing a bit of training, a bit of hype, but a bit of luck also. Which means the team who does the least mistake would win, which is pretty logic, right? But I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that the level was a bit disappointing in my mind, okay? And okay, a lot of Filipinos are gonna be mad at me for saying that. But I remember the domination of the other teams like Brenny Sports, Signal Ultra, Archangel EONH. They were playing way better. They were playing way better, I think, back then. Especially Brenny Sport. The season 1, their domination was insane. The synergy, the gameplay they had, the draft pick they were doing, they were spotless. And right now, I feel like there's a bit of scramble in the Philippines. A lot of hype, a lot of fanboying, but not that much hunger to win than I've seen before. No? So, all this to say, I kind of expected Onyx to be second, but they got disqualified. I mean, they ended up in a tough group, of course, the Group D, Dev Group. But I didn't see Sunspark playing that well either, and I expect them to be super stressed because they are the last representative of Philippines, and also because they went to the lower bracket, so they are going to have an amazing amount of pressure on their shoulders. And same thing then between BG and EVOS. I expect the Vietnamese team to be a bit more chill, a bit more like the outsiders. So depending on how good the Vietnamese is gonna play, if gonna play the same way they played the first day, they might do it against Sunspark. They might do it. Also, I've heard a lot of result from Sunspark that they were losing against other teams in Scream recently, that they were struggling a bit in Scream, okay? So, my result will be... I'm gonna say... you guys gonna hate me for this one. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. Please, let's watch, okay? If I'm wrong, alright, I will be wrong, it's fine. But if I follow purely my logic on this, and no, not my heart or my how much I like the teams and the players or the communities, I'll say 2-0. I'll say that because I think if the Vietnamese come together and play their game and forget about the whole outsider thing and that they are weaker or things like this, I think they're gonna win the first game. And I think what's gonna happen to Sunspark is they're gonna feel the pressure at the maximum from the start of the best of 3 to the finish. And I think if they lose the first game, Sunspark is gonna completely choke on the second game, and they are gonna lose 2-0. So yeah, I think they are not gonna find it in themselves to win this. They did go on the long run when they faced Onyx in the final, but the thing you need to remember is that first it was MPL. It's still smaller event than the M1, and second of all, they were playing against Onyx, a team that they play every single week against. Okay, so it's different. I don't put 2-1. There is a simple reason for that. There has been a lot of 2-0 in this tournament, and I feel like teams just go straight up 2-0s, man. I just feel like if I put 2-1 everywhere, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be wrong. But yeah, I mean 2-1, 2-0 for me, yeah. It's just like I'm using statistics to be right on this. It's not really like when I see two teams, I think can like are on the same level. I'll put 2-1, but I feel like this one is special. This one is special with the whole pressure thing, the whole psychology. I don't know. Axis Esports again, 10 seconds gaming plus, man. Yo, I think that's gonna be a 2-0, man. I think that's gonna be a 2-0. Or who? Who's gonna win Axis versus 10 seconds? And please, if you're from Malaysia or if you're from Japan, don't be biased, okay? Just looking at the result. Alright, 10-0 gaming, 2-0 Japan, obviously. Japanese will do it, bro. I agree with you guys. I think it's gonna be 2-0 for the Japanese guys. And it's funny because everyone is behind them. It's really interesting. Everyone is behind them. I like that. I like that, boys. So 2-0 for the 10S Gaming. 2-0. That's gonna be it's gonna be hard. Axis have one issue. They are able to do the best, like what they did against Evil and against what was the other team? Against Team Gozu. No, not Evil. Team Gozu and Candy Comeback. They really did good. But they choked so hard against Burmese Ghouls, man. I was expecting a closer game. I was expecting them to lose, but not in 21 minutes for 2 games. That was insane. I feel like if 10 seconds gaming go against Axis, it's gonna be the same thing than VC against Sunspark. 10 seconds gaming, they're gonna go strong, motivated, and determined, and they are gonna straight up win the first game with their freaking Baxia, Rafaela, Harif combo, and then it's gonna be 2-0. You know? I feel that's what's gonna happen. Alright. So now let's select. Select. Alright, so we said VEC is gonna move forward. Winner of match 3. And 10 seconds gaming. Winner of match 4. Okay. And then Burmese Ghouls. So that's the match 2, right? So the loser of match 2 goes against the winner of match 3. Yeah, sorry, I'm messing this up. I need to cut them properly so I don't do something too disgusting. Alright, it doesn't fit, man. It doesn't fit, sir! Yeah, fuck, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Alright. Alright. Todak. We good. We good. What do you think about this guy? Looks good, huh? Alright, and then... I'm sorry, but the Vietnamese, I don't think they're gonna last long here. I really don't think so. I think Burmese Ghouls is gonna be so hyped up of losing closely against Evos that they're gonna come so strong against VEC. And I think this is going to be another 2-0. I think they're gonna do it pretty easily. Oh, I can just select and attack. No, the lazy way. Because this is going to be a 2-0 for Burmese Ghouls, just because they are really strong. Even if the Vietnamese team beat Sunspark and show off some good skills, I don't know. I just see that like this. And then Todak versus 10 seconds Gemik, man. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know, dude. Can the Japanese take their dream until the end? That's a big... I don't know. And I saw both teams playing. So, yeah. I saw both teams playing already. I would say 2-1 for 10 seconds. Again. 2-1. I just feel like it's gonna be closer than the Axis one. I think 2-1, man. You guys gonna hate me because I'm not supporting SEA right now, huh? But hey, I'm trying to be completely out of logic, you know? Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. 1. It was SG better than Todak. Actually, wait, no, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to do that. Does it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. No, it does. It's good. Todak lost to Sunsparks, guys. Remember that. Todak lost to Sunspark. Okay? And that's it. I don't know where I'm going with this. That would be interesting to see 10 seconds gaming against Sunspark, to be fair. But we didn't have it. I still think 2-1. Where's my Onyx PH? They are eliminated, man. They are eliminated. Yeah, at home. No, they're probably watching the final because the players have the tickets until the 17th of November, and today is the 15th. Until the end, basically. So, yeah. Is there 1 day of pause or no? No, man, that's crazy. It's like straight up. Wait, let me check. Schedule. Playoff. No, bro. There's no pause, man. Crazy shit. No pause, brother. You go 11, 12, 13, 14. Playoff. So the people who played on the 14th, those 4 teams, damn, they gotta straight up play, man. Straight up. No wait. You play. Alright, so let's get to it. So we can already move forward those teams. Burmese Ghouls will be winner of match 5, match 6, so that's how it's gonna go. And then we have 10S Gaming Plus. Alright. Burmese Ghouls against 10S Gaming Plus. And this is where I feel like it's gonna be the end of 10S Gaming, just because of how strong Burmese Ghouls are. I feel like this is going to be the end of them. Remember that Burmese Ghouls, some of their players have been around since season 1 and competing in MPL since season 1. They are extremely experienced, okay? A very, very much experienced, sir. But I don't know, man. I don't know if Tennis Gaming can win a game against them. Can I be 2 for Burmese? And 1 or not? Devu eliminated. Hello Gemik, no pose, nope, no pose guys, no pose. What about this, guys? Huh? "10 seconds gaming probably got 2 months study on BC." I think that's more like sarcastic, man. No, I don't think so. I think they studied their group, but I don't think they studied the other teams, because it was hard to predict that. It was hard to predict who you were gonna play against in like, let's say, even if they predicted that they would go, they will win the group stage, I don't think they predicted after that much. It's too hard to predict, man. The playoffs, you can't. One map. You think they're gonna win one map? 2-0 or 2-1? Maybe you think 10 second gaming can beat Burmese goals, but I would be very surprised to see that. There is one thing you guys need to remember. It seems like Tennis Gaming particularly practiced or prepared for EVO's Gaming or EVO's Legends, but they still fell short into beating them. And that was pretty one-sided on the second game and the third game, okay? That wasn't really close. Makes me think that if they spent a lot of time practicing for EVOs, they might be surprised by some other playstyle from other regions. I think it's gonna be fine for the Malaysian, but I think they are gonna fall short in front of Burmese goals. So I'm gonna say 2-0. I want to say 2-0. Okay? Please do not eat your phone because you disagree with me. Okay, guys? Anger is not cool for you. Kappa. Alright. Burmese goals in the lower bracket final. And then we have... Wait! Okay, I thought it was best of 7 straight up in this final. Okay, no, it's not best of 7. It's best of 5. Oh my god. RRQ coming from the MPL, losing 3-2 against EVO's Legends, are super pissed off because they wanted to win, right? But on the other hand, Lemon did not play the first matches, and I think he's gonna play there straight up against EVO's Legend. So he doesn't have he didn't have the opportunity to adapt to you know, to feel the vibe of the scene and everything related to the M1, right? He was just on the side lane, on the side of the games, just watching. I don't know. It makes me feel like the fact that they will change their roster for the bracket, the upper bracket, might go against them. You know, might be at their disadvantage. But I've also heard from a close source of EVOS that some of the players were a bit complacent. They ended up sort of waking up, but they were a bit complacent at some point after the MPL. So I don't know. It's a complicated one for me. Same thing. It's like logic versus heart versus feelings, you know. That's the thing. Both teams have like a couple of weaknesses there. But what's gonna be the result because of this? It's still EVOs versus RQ. It's still the Clásico. And usually when a team dominates during El Clásico, at some point it switches, man. It switches. I don't know why, but I see a 3-2 for RRQ. And then I see EVOs going against Burmese goals, destroying them and coming back for the grand final. And then against RQ and beating RQ in grand finals. EVO's 2-0, it's a best of 5, so it's 5 maps. The first one who win 3 maps. The game is 52-48 EVOS RQ. Is it going to be 3-2, man? That's so hard to predict on the best of 5. You guys gonna hate me if I do this, but I think RQ is gonna win at least this one, and then EVOS is gonna face them in grand final and beat them. No, not 4-2 is not possible for this final. Oh, you mean for the grand final? All right, all right. Can I finish? Let me finish, okay? I explain why I think this. I don't know, not 2, not 1. Sorry. If they were to lose, I think they're gonna lose with 2. I think this is going to be a crazy match, dude. You think Burmese Ghoul is weak? I don't think so, but I think EVOS is gonna beat them. Then EVOS would go there, another best of 5, and then EVOS is gonna be super strong here. Then they're gonna beat Burmese Ghouls and go back in grand final against RQ. And I think this is going to be a clean freaking game. Maybe 3-1, because it's still Burmese Ghouls, right? Let's say 3-1. Not too close, but you know, not too far. And then I think we're gonna see same thing in the final when we saw here. And here I think we're gonna see EVOS. Best of 7. Oh yeah, best of 7 is 4. I think there we're gonna see 4 for EVOS. And we're gonna see... by the way, is there any advantage from coming from the upper bracket? Like 1 map advantage? Because normally on this format, when you knock someone out of the upper bracket here, 3-2 or anything, then the team that goes there and come to the grand final has a handicap, okay? Because they are coming from the lower bracket, okay? And because those guys, they went straight up from the upper bracket. So now, sometimes on other games, RQ here would start with 1-0, you know? Advantage first side pick, that sucks, man. Okay, that's only this. I would say RQ... This is going to be a crazy match, man. Best of 7? Damn, bro. I think 4-2. I think 4-2, dude. You think Emil is that smart? No. Forgot Moontoon. How does that look to you guys? You know? That's a huge storyline. No, 5-2, it's not 5-2. It's best of 7. It's the first 1 to 4 map. Okay, best of 5 is the first 1 to 3 map. Best of 3 is the first 1 to 2 map. Best of 9 is the first 1 to 5 maps. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Best of 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. Okay. I think this storyline is insane, and I'm so glad I'm not part of RQ or EVOS because I don't want to play a freaking games like this, man. Best of 5 into best of 5 into best of 7. Yo, I would take 1 week of sleep, dude. I swear. The amount of pressure they're gonna get. We're probably going to have like 500,000 people watching about this. That's my estimation for the grand final. Will be between 500 and 1 million people watching on YouTube. Insane, dude. Insane. Those are numbers that League of Legends or Counter-Strike do. It's just sick. It's crazy. And I hope they're gonna communicate a lot on it because I want to have as much people watching as we can. That's gonna be insane for the sponsor and for the future of esport in Mobile Legends. 4 plus 2 equals 6. It's a best of 7, okay? So you have to play maximum of 7 map. So the result to win the out of 7 map basically can only be 4 maps, okay? You cannot go 5 maps because if you play a maximum of 7 maps and you go 5 maps, you know at 4 maps that you already won, right? Because 5-2, 5-2, 7 is 5 plus 2. So what's the point in going for 5 map, right? They're gonna stop at 4, of course. I don't think 500k people will watch. That's too much. Okay, how many people watch all the streams um, when it was EVOS versus... What was the game? What was the game that was popular today? It was EVOS versus Onyx PH. How many people do you think watched the game? Just tell me. Because I've calculated. I know how much. There was 5 or 6 live stream. It was a bit, yeah, it was a bit over 150,000. It was between 150,000 and 200,000. Okay. So trust me when I'm telling you, RQ versus EVOS World Championship Grand Final. It's probably going to be the only game of the day. Also, it's gonna get crazy amount, dude. So yeah, 500,000. It's not big deal. Remember, some people don't like watching group stage because they think it's a waste of time. They want to watch only the final. Okay. There is something super important I forget. What happened? When does the group stage take place? In the freaking middle of the day in a weekday. Okay. When does that happen? This is going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday, and the grand final is going to be in the middle of the Sunday. Trust me, we're gonna beat 500,000. We will. That's for sure, man. Yep. You'd imagine Gosu in the finals, 1 million viewers easily. I think you underestimate the fan base of RQ and EVOS. If I give you an example, last time I checked, Ura from EVOS, when he streams on Nemo, he gets about 30,000 to 40,000 people. And when Jess stream on YouTube Mobile Legend, he gets even more, maybe 40 or 50,000 people on YouTube. In general, who is the most popular in Gosu, gets 4,000, 5,000. Okay. So yeah, you underestimate the amount of fan that EVOS and RQ have. If you think Gosu would make more popularity, people who watch by curiosity, but I think RQ versus EVOS is like the ultimate Classico, and the entire world is watching. Doesn't matter where you're from. In the end, a lot of Filipino watch them play. A lot of people from Europe and so. Well, not much from our regions, to be fair. It's most likely Asians. Team Japan, they were surprising good. Yeah, they were super good. They were really good. RQ Lemon, yeah, RQ Lemon's gonna play. Recti's gonna play. Ura's gonna play. Everyone's gonna be here, man. EVOS win easily because you're not their coach. Sure, man. Sure. I didn't have the same roster. I had 3 different players. But okay. No problem, man. I wish I was playing with Donkey, man. That's a tank. That's a tank. That's a freaking tank, man. Having Donkey in your team is kind of incredible. Yeah, the guy is impressive, man. He's really impressive. Luminaire was the plan all along, so I'm not really surprised. And one is not really mentioned too much or enough. I think he's deserves a lot of credit. He's super consistent. One doesn't really have bad games. You either have like a good game or a very good game. You know? You're not bashing and you're not saying. I didn't play with One, I didn't play with Donkey, I didn't play with Luminaire. You can't make a team that doesn't have it win a tournament. Okay, so, and I mean the other roster, when I left EVOS they were top 4. When the new coach arrived they ended up top 8, so I mean, it's not like he did good with the old roster. They actually did worse without me, so but it's fine. This is controversial topic. Where he's just not playing because just wanted to stop after the last season. He wanted to stop for a long time already because he had to focus on his career, and now he's making content. Only he's making partnership, brand deals. He's making money. He's having the good life. And being a pro player is super stressful, so I guess he wanted to retire. Maybe he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna miss it and he's gonna come back at some point. He's still playing super well, man. He has like 91% win rate this season. It's insane. He's really playing good. But he makes so much money now. If he comes back, it's just for the fun of it. It's not for the money. You think any server have better player than EU server? No, I think EU server is better right now. I can give you a list of 50 players that play very, very well in Europe, like easily. There is so many good players in Europe right now, but the personality makes me think we'll never have a good team just because people are a bit too focused on getting fame and getting popularity rather than having a team of friends and do good together. You know, there's a lot of individualism, but I mean it's not you, right? Westerners always have been like this past. So Veterans Pack, you can see they are experimenting heroes. These servers are a lot players than NA and just not popular on YouTube. That's true. I don't know why not more EU players try YouTube. They would do good, but I think it's the language barrier. A lot of EU players are young and not always good English speakers. Best of laner, anti-mage, 1 versus 2, we can win on side lane. The guy from Tennis Gaming was very good too, man. He was very good. The Masha, remember? Man, he drove them crazy. Successful content creator is more profitable than joining tournament. Exactly, it is. You make much more money focusing 100% of your time creating content and building your own brand than playing in a pro team. Playing in a pro team is a good kickoff to start your career, but after a few years, when you're already there, building your brand is better for yourself, okay? Because you get the whole attention for yourself, hold the money for you, the revenues. 10 seconds will destroy BG. I don't think so. Alright, so this is the full result, right? This is the prediction that we did. Yeah. I'm gonna out. And I'm gonna Gucci! We'll see, we'll see. I'm probably going to be wrong on one or two things, and that's gonna mess everything up. But I don't know, man. I see this Classico coming. Europe meta is coming in every server. The esports players started to destroy the turret under 2 minutes. I think it wasn't Europe meta. The first team that did it in the tournament was Burmese Ghouls. They took the first tower at 48 seconds, I think. So it's not Europe meta. They just like to vary with playstyle. In Europe, we have too much of the same meta. We do a bit. All of us do a bit the same thing. That's actually not that good because that means we are not curious enough to try new things. And I noticed whenever I want to try something with my squads, they think they're gonna win straight up, and if they don't win, they think it doesn't work. Instead of understanding, you need to practice it. You need to actually put your idea on paper and then try and then try and try and try until you actually do what you had in mind. Okay, the execution needs to be good. You cannot execute properly straight up. I tell you this, EVOS will lose for sure if Donkey doesn't play tank. I hate it when Donkey play other roles such as fighter support. Donkey is a huge. I think it's not about tanking. He needs a playmaking champion. Okay, a Grog, a Kefra, a Kaja, a Shao. Those are playmaking champions, right? And he's really good with them. If you give him Minotaur, that's a huge yikes because Luminaire, as good as he is, he doesn't have the aggressivity that Donkey has, and the precision of his plays. Okay, he's precise with Selena, but that's not what I mean. I mean Donkey is the way he invade and his timings are really good, you know. So yeah, Donkey Shu is like insane. Donkey Shu is insane. His Kaja is good. His Grok his Grok is so sick, man. He's so annoying. It must be so annoying to play against him because he's always with you, dude. Like when he plays Grok, he's always in the enemy team, and it's annoying because you want to try to kill him, but you waste your time, and then they split push and you get fucked. I think 10S will lose early. 10S really weak against split push, and Axis is good in split push. They were not weak in split push. They actually had a game where they were split pushing and they did good. Forgot the Masha game they did. Even practicing with good people because you still lost. Well, I mean they had 1 week. You need at least 6 to 8 weeks to have a team of good players on par with their regional rivals. Okay, with a coach. 6 to 8 weeks. That's what I say. When a team asks me how long do you think you will take to get our team ready, I tell them between 2 and 3 months. But I think like in 2 months it's doable, depending on how much the players want to win and how much they want to practice, of course. Some of them practice 5 hours a day. Some of them practice 10 hours a day. Dude. It's not all of them 12 hours like they say. It's not true. There's a lot of blah blah, a lot of I'm watching an anime, I'm watching YouTube video. It's different. What about Akai on Donkey? Yeah, Akai is a playmaking champ, guys. He's a playmaking champ, so he would do good with it. Any champion that actually engages and actually pick off people from the enemies is gonna be good with it. Okay. The people saying it's stupid prediction. It's a prediction. No one knows for sure. Yeah, I'm not a witch, guys. Okay, I'm not. I don't have magic powers. Okay, I'm just explaining you why I think this prediction is gonna be like this. And the numbers you see here, they are 100% for sure. For sure, they are going to be wrong. Okay, the match itself, who wins and who lose, I think I'm gonna be accurate on 80% of them. The numbers, I think I'm gonna be wrong on every single of them, especially here and here. Okay, but the results of the games, I think I'm gonna be right. So don't expect me. This is just for the fun of it. Okay, it's no big deal. And don't get butthurt, guys. Doesn't matter what you think or what I think. In the end, what's gonna happen is gonna be different. Okay, or it's gonna be the same, but you can't tell. You can't be like, oh, I'm 100% sure these guys are gonna win. Okay, do you want to bet your life on it? You know. Same, I wouldn't do it. First meeting Evos. Wait, I'm gonna put the chat. Alright. Can you see your friend Dave create a team and get to M2 next year? Depends how much Dave is open to learning. Because I've noticed he changed a bit his approach. He's more like in a entertainer side of things. I don't think he wants to play. I think he wants to organize things and coach and shoutcast, but not play. And I understand him. Playing is super stressful and grateful as fuck. Well, you look down on Todak. Well, I mean, they lost to Sunspark. They qualified, but they lost to Sunspark, and I think they're gonna lose against RQ. But we'll see today, because the game is gonna be the first one, so we'll see. Alright, Jimmy, good night. It's 5 AM already in India. Nice watching. Waiting good night. Go sleep. Bye bye, Kati. 10S. You guys have any questions, by the way? Any intelligent questions? Nothing, nothing stupid. I don't see Europe players with all the match, but 0 Europe, and in Europe it's hard to play, get good rank on solo side because there are Russians. 5 because meta is pretty boring. It's like they can't win if one of them didn't play as Claude and get wrecked. One will always pick that NM. That's the thing with pro tournament is not about, you know, being entertaining, it's about winning. As long as they are winning with Claude and no one challenges them really on their Claude, they are not gonna change. You do not change something that works, man. That's the first thing in competition. When something works, you keep it until it doesn't, and then you adapt fast. Okay. Link is banned in ML. Yeah, it's banned right now till the end. If Link was in meta, I can counter split push meta. Yeah, Link is gonna be interesting to see. Hello Vavra, thank you for the 10 kuna. See you at 4 AM and like the stream, mofos. Yep, see you on the. I think I'm gonna stay up for this one. I really want to sleep. I'm sick of freaking watching the game every day during the night. I want to sleep, but fucking hell, it's TM1, guys. It's TM1. Gotta watch it. What about VEC Hide Esmeralda? What do you mean Hide Esmeralda? Hide? Or you underestimated too much team from Malaysia? No, I think I was pretty accurate, man. I mean, that's my predictions, right? Axis qualified and Todak qualified. So explain to me how am I underestimating the Malaysia team if I put them in the top 8? Both of the teams I put them in the top 8, okay? Knowing that there is 2 teams from Indonesia, 2 teams from Philippines, Burmese Ghouls, I still put them in the top 8. Don't tell me I'm underestimating Malaysia. You are just a hardcore fan. That's why you feel like, oh, my teams, they should be the best, blah blah blah. But you need to be open-minded, okay? Why are you having high hopes for the teams that struggle a lot, like Todak and VEC? High hopes for Todak? They are gonna lose 0-2. That's what I said here. And then I said they were gonna lose to Tennis Gaming. I don't have high hopes, man. And VEC, I feel like I explained this. Just go back on the live. I explained why I think VEC is gonna beat Sunspark. Nares versus Evos in grand final. That is not possible, sir. Oh yeah, that is possible. That is possible. My bad. If RQ lose to Evos here, and then they go against Tennis Gaming in lower bracket final, and then they lose to Tennis Gaming. I mean, that's pretty unlikely, no? That'd be hard, man. It's not because Evo struggled a bit against Tennis Gaming that RQ will struggle, okay? Because now everyone saw them. Everyone knows how they play now. They have analyzed their games for sure. Like 100%. Everyone has been talking about the Japanese team. Everyone has been watching their replays. They are going to be having a target on their back, and everyone is gonna target them. Trust me. I don't think they are gonna go past this part of the playoffs. So 7 million people mistakenly thought Onic PH was the same one that won MSC. No, it's not the same, guys. If you guys didn't know, the team that won the MSC, the last one, and the MPL Indo, it's not Onic PH. I'm just saying. I mean, it makes sense to me, but apparently a lot of people mistake that. It's not the same. Onic Indonesia is actually in a rough spot right now. Not really, they are not really doing that good. They are, I mean, they are doing great. They are playing well, but they went down a bit, as opposed to how dominative they were. MPL season 3. Do you think General not play any of his main heroes much? Why do you think General not play any of his main heroes? I think it's not for me. Especially. Try to tag me, guys. Try to put Gemik when you ask me something. Team PH, why so weak in M1, Gemik? Because the Filipinos, you are too much. You're really hardcore fans, man. You put a lot of pressure on your teams, and I think the players are, a bit stressed by it, I guess, and maybe a lack of understanding of the meta from other countries, maybe. Okay, because I watch a lot of the streamers from the Philippines. They don't really pay attention to what is done in Indonesia. or what is done in other countries. They focus too much on their local meta, and I think it's not good. Negative thing. Not like that. SS versus VEC. Like, come on, 2 for VEC. 2-0 or 2-1. I think so. We'll see. I mean, it's today, guys. This is just a prediction. Sunspark might beat them. I mean, yeah, might happen. Depends. Depends how Sunspark show up. If they are much more motivated, you know. We'll see. I think if Onyx, Indo, and Alter Ego play M1 with S and RQ, they'll go to the top 4. Onyx, Indo, and Alter Ego play in M1 with EVOS and RQ, they will go in the top 4. Can you ban the toxics? If you guys are not able to watch a prediction without being clever enough to understand those are predictions, those are not like, I'm not seeing the future, okay? It's my personal opinion. No, but like the fact that some people insult me just because they disagree with the fact that I do these predictions is just, you guys have no brain sometimes. Well, the haters are 100% sure stupid, like 100%. I'm baiting the haters so we can ban more people, that's fun. Why Burmese ghouls playing 2 times? What do you mean? No, they're not playing 2 times. When they lose here, if they lose here, they go in this match. Okay? As the rules. They are die-hard fans. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, where is Onyx? Where is Onyx, guys? The die-hard fans. 90% of the Filipino that I know, they told me Onyx would qualify. And I was like, yeah, nah, maybe, you know, yeah, sure. I put them there. I was listening to you guys. I was listening to you here, honestly. Well, I didn't know how TNS Gaming was playing also. I knew they were good, I heard they were good, but I didn't think they could beat Onyx. And they didn't qualify, okay? So how much you support the team doesn't mean they're gonna win, okay? It's not you playing, it's them. And screaming your lungs out for your team doesn't make them better. I'm sorry, they lost. They went home, okay? And they lost top 12 on the 16 team tournament. That's the reality, guys. That is the reality. You gotta come up with the fact that facts are facts, okay? And out of the 2 teams from PH, only 1 passed, and they passed in the lower bracket, not in the upper bracket. Will lower bracket meet upper bracket? They will meet the loser of the upper bracket, yes. I like this. I like this. Forget about the numbers. I like the results more. Okay, I'm gonna highlight the game I think might go differently. Okay, this one, and this one. Those are the 3 games I have a big doubts. I'm gonna highlight the games I think are gonna go the way I predicted. This one. This one. This one. This one. Well, pretty much also the rest. Yeah. This one too. Yeah, so in green, those are the games I think are gonna happen this way. And in red, the games I think there is good. I do a mistake here, or I'm gonna be wrong. Okay. Where are you right now, Gemik? I'm in France still. I'm still waiting for my passport, and then I'm getting. By the way, I'm having good discussions with orgs. I have two orgs that want to do something with me, I guess, but no, we'll see. There is a big chance. I would say there is 80% chance you guys see me in Southeast Asia in 5 weeks. Okay? I do not know which country. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be as a coach or as a player. I would love to be playing, guys. I think I would. I think I would surprise a lot of people. And I think, if I'm honest with myself, I really want to prove people wrong as a player first. Okay? If I'm honest with myself, I would love to prove people wrong as a player and then as a coach. I I played a lot this game. Maybe I think I played over 8 or 9,000 games on this game. And I still didn't reach my limit in terms of level. Right now I'm completely out of practice. But I remember when I was practicing all the time, like 10 hours a day, I didn't reach my max level. So I want to see myself and see how good I can play at the maximum level, dude. And I think a lot of people will be surprised. I feel like a lot of viewers think I'm just good at talking, but when you give me a job and you tell me I pay you this much, you play, I'll play 12 hours a day and I will go fucking crazy. And I hate losing. I hate losing. I hate myself for being too weak on something. And being second, I hate it so much. So yeah. Gemik, where is Vel? I don't know. Is America, I guess? Gemik, don't you think RQ would be weaker than EVOS? Yeah, but same thing I explain why, but same thing, like, it could go for EVOS. I think 80% of the time, EVOS win this game. Okay, 80% of the time, EVOS wins this game. The lineup is messed up, no main offlaner, especially if Lemon went against EVOS, I mean, offlaner. Get a good chance. I don't know. This is my bold statement, like, this is my bold prediction. Just with my guts, more than with my head. You think SS can't win VC Fantasy? I think it's gonna be determined on the first game. I think here, whoever wins the first game is gonna win 2-0, okay? So remember this, guys. Okay, if you have to remember something, whoever wins the first game in Sands Park versus the Vietnamese team is gonna win 2-0. Because this is the lower bracket. This is the first game of the lower bracket. Whoever loses goes home straight up. So the pressure is at maximum. Gemik, why is Ura so good? How do you become so good like that? Practice. There's no such thing as natural talent. Okay, Ura is not naturally talented. He's a hard worker, and he's playing a shitload of games. Okay, a lot of people see him like a bit salty, a bit troll on the side, but he's practicing like crazy every day, dude. What role would you play? I think I would shine the best on either marksman or mid laner, and I would be I would be more logical as a tank or support. But I think I'm very good on the carries. If I practice, remember when I was playing marksman? I don't think most of you guys don't remember because it was 3 years ago. But late 2016, early 2017, before iFlex joined my squad, I was playing marksman and I was beating everyone on the ADCs. Yeah, I saw your message, man. And this guy is pissing me off. Like, if you disagree with my prediction, then okay, say what do you think, but stop fucking spamming. It's so annoying. Stupid predict because of not understanding brackets? Oh, I would love you to prove me how my prediction is wrong here. I would love to. There is 200% nothing wrong here on the brackets. My prediction is 200% accurate on the brackets. 200%. This is the winner of the match 3 versus the loser of the match 2. This is the winner of the match 4 versus the loser of the match 1. And then it goes into the winner of the match 5 versus the winner of the match 6, etc., etc. It was written before I put the name, so I'm 100% sure that it's true. It was written before, okay? No prediction, damn. Old are you? I'm 28, 29. How do you get better as a tank? How would you practice as a tank if it was you? If it was me, man, guys, just playing. Like, there is no shortcut. There is no practice different than playing the game, you know, and playing with your squad. Obviously, playing with the same person. As a tank, you can practice by playing with your mid laner or your side laner on duo and trio. It's fine. You can practice this way, but it's much better to do everything in 5-man. Play with your squad. There is no stimulation to play with your squad. You will practice a bit in duo and trio, but you're not gonna practice the same rotations. Okay, so you're going to have wrong habits. So unfair. Is Lemon talented player or he worked hard to become good? There is no such thing as talented player. He worked hard to be good. That's it. You are going to have a slight advantage following if you have been playing other games or not before, if you have been playing competitive games or not, and maybe a bit of intelligence comes into the equation, okay? But I believe anyone can be a top player if you set your mind to it and if you have the right mindset, okay? The mindset is super important, but the mindset is all up to you guys. If you want to be an asshole, like a lot of people that come hate on the chat, you're gonna be an asshole and you're not gonna do anything in your life, sadly. But if you want to be a top player, then think like a top player, guys. Just think as a top player. Don't be toxic. Focus on your game. Don't mind the other people. Just focus on yourself, okay? And practice, 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 and stop talking and arguing with people for shitty reasons because it's a waste of time. You're wasting your time. Rather play and see what you do wrong, improve, play again, see what you do wrong, improve, watch your own replays if you want, try to find new strategies, copy other top players, pro players, and check how they play and just do the same. And then once you have adapted to these people, or you do this, you play the same way, then try to find your own play style. Okay, the shortcut is really to copy the other players. There's nothing wrong about copying, guys, okay? Everyone does it for anything. I mean, so only the upper bracket can go grand finals. No. Like the team here who wins up, they go up back here. The team that win the lower, okay, that's because there's my camera. Great prediction, Gemik. I still think Sunspark has a chance to be the M1 champion. I really don't think so. There's so many good teams right now. There's so many I believe Sunspark has a chance to be top 5, but I don't believe they have a chance to be champion. And I know you guys are annoyed because most of you guys are from the Philippines and you want your teams to win. But if I do a prediction based on what you guys feel, then everything is gonna be wrong because it's purely about feelings and not about logic. When you start doing things or planning things with your feelings rather than with your intelligence or your logic, make mistakes much more, okay? Face was too big, Gemik. Yeah, no. Playoffs start today. Yeah, the playoffs start in 2 hours. What do you see from the Burmese Ghouls? Looks like it's a very strong team. Burmese Ghouls have been winning their first 4 maps in 43 minutes in total. They have played on average, I think, 10 or 11 minutes, not even 11 minutes, 10 minutes per map. They destroyed everyone in their groups, okay? So if they are not getting challenged, they are going to be very, very hard to kill. You know? But I still think they would lose against Evo's Legends just because And lucky for them, they have to go against the favorite, and they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel the difference of level, man. Gemik, would you open to coach normal people for like a sponsorship? Yeah, for like a sponsorship, of course. I mean, but what do you mean by that? What do you mean by coaching normal people for a sponsorship? For an event or for one shot thing? That would be fun. I thought about it a few times. I thought about coaching teams in Europe on a live stream for one night, for one evening, and see how it goes. You heard in Antimage live stream he predicted VFM first. Really? Antimage predicted VFM first? That's nice, man. Maybe they're even stronger than expected. BG is a little bit better than he was, you'll see this morning. Well, we'll see. I feel like I'm doing prediction for football right now. People are so freaking angry if they don't see their result, you know. I think VC Fantasy Main has a lot of experience. It is. They do. Yeah. On the outsiders to win rather than my local favorite team. I mean, I can change the predictions for you guys to be happy, but at the end of the day, most of you will be unhappy. Let's say I put Sunspark winning and beating everyone, and I put Todak beating RQ and going against Sunspark in grand final. Who is going to be unhappy in the chat? Pretty much everyone. Jason, you can ban the people that are toxic. You don't need to. You don't need to delete their message. Just click on them and ban them. It's fine. And if you guys come here to insult me, then get the fuck out. Honestly, you guys are kids. Grow up, man. You like little kids? My team, they're gonna beat everyone. Man, like get out of Epic, or I'm pretty sure I'll say Grandmaster, and then you can judge. Okay, get out of Grandmaster first. It's so crazy. I hate the hardcore fans because they piss me off. You want to slap them? They're just stupid. No brain. Literal no brain. Like a freaking a bean. You know little beans? Green beans? That's the size of their brains, man. People think with their dick and with their bean-sized brains. Like, get out of your home, man. Get a fucking life. Learn some respect. Go back to your parents, ask them for a better education, because they robbed you when you were born, man. Come on. It pissed me off. Haters are the most useless thing on internet. Fucking hell. They piss me off. I want to be nice and shit and do some work for you. I don't even do that for money, because you fucking do any money on YouTube anyway. But that pissed me off, dude. Take my time to make predictions, to explain everything from a professional standpoint. No, Sunspark is gonna win, I'm gonna suck his dick. Now come on, dude. Fucking grow up. Oh, I'm gonna get some drink. Alright. What do I take? I'm gonna take some orange juice. That was funny. What do you think about? Okay, let's get out of this. Up, so people don't. Because I think what triggers them is whenever someone come on the stream is like, "What the fuck is this? Kill Gemik!" Like, like legit. Is it salad with? No, I'm gonna take that now. This is something in France that you guys don't have, and it's a mix of milk and orange and mango. Orange, mango, and milk, but it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Which esport do you wish to join, Gemik? Ah, good question. Huh. An esport team that I wish to join. Honestly? Honestly? Sunspark or Onyx PH. That's why you guys piss me off, because I would love to coach a team like this, but I'm realistic. They don't have a coach, and it shows, man. They are a pure gem of talent, but without anyone to handle them. Okay? So a good Filipino team, I would love to coach them. I would really love to coach them. Oh, I think Onic PH has a coach, my bad. It's Onic, they always have coach. Yes, what do you think about Team Todak? I think they did better than expected, dude. But who are they gonna go against? They're gonna go against RQ, man. That's the thing. RQ is really strong, man. They have so much experience, guys. That's the thing. You underestimate sometimes RQ, and they always surprise you in the end. They always do good. They always do good. And it all comes down to experience. When you're a guy who has 3 years of scene or stage experience, and you go to a new tournament, you just go put your fucking feet on the table and be like, okay, let's go. I have to go to my hairdresser after. Let's do that fast. And that's how much chill they are. I answered your thing about sponsor. Okay, sorry, bro. Gemik, you said, and also, by the way, you sound like my display friend who's from Barcelona, Spain. Ah, Barcelona. Wait, where did you write this? Jimmy, for tutorials and stuff, like you can play all roles from what I saw, so it would be cool. Also, I'm returning to Nepal soon, so some added experience would be great to go there. In like charity coaching? Not really sponsoring. Je viens de rejoindre, bro. Je veux savoir ton avis sur l'équipe japonaise. I did not watch League of Legends final. I just heard that G2 got smacked 3-0. And yeah, yikes, but yeah, I was expecting a bit more. There was so much hype around the European scene this season, so yeah, it was surprising to see them losing 3-0. Patiently waiting for my stream message. And I wish, okay, let's put this. Let's put the chat here. Alright. Double chat. Chat. Chat box. Alright. Alright. Jimmy, do you think ML have a future in India esport? I really hope so. I really hope so. I think so and I hope so. I think India and North America are the two next regions to get MPL. Okay? So I hope you guys stick to the game a bit longer and stay strong, because I believe it's still really new to India. The boom happened pretty recently, but some of us have been around for 3 years and we are not gonna get esport. So just hang in there. It's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. Moontoon cannot close their eyes on India. India is a huge market. They need to reach it, and if they reach it naturally, like they did, they have to invest in it more. Will I play LOL Wild Rift? Yes. "10-second gaming plus can win it all." The way I see it, they said they still have more secrets to reveal. I think it's more sarcastic, but it's more like to try to get in the heads of their opponents. I don't think it's they have like incredible different playstyle that they will try. I think they have a couple playstyle that are good and that work, but I don't think they have too much. I think it's more like to get in the heads of their. I think tennis game played very well. Everyone is asking about them. Damn, I should really do a video about them. But I think is the key factor that make a good coach. A good coach has to be someone that understands people really well. Okay, he has to be someone who has competition background or really loves to compete. I think he has to be smart enough to always look for improving in himself and also in others. But he has to be diplomatic. Diplomatic, right? He has to convey to convey ideas without hurting egos, and he has to be able to adapt to any sort of personalities. Okay, like in 5 team you have 5 different people, 5 different personalities. You cannot put them in the same group. You need to adapt your speech for the same result to everyone. Okay, so you need to understand people. You need to have a lot of empathy. If you don't like social interactions, forget about being a coach, because that means you don't like other people, right? So that means you're not gonna get into their head and improve what's broken or what's flawed. You're just going to make them even worse. Okay, so you need to care deeply about other people. Empathy. That's what I use, at least for my coaching. I'm sure some of you think that some coaches in sports are too hard or they are unfair, but I believe this is just a mask that they put on, but they actually care about every single of their player when they are good. Okay, when they are not good coaches, when they don't give a shit, they just want their money and they don't care. So yeah, caring a lot about the people. Also, you need to put the work in, man. You need to watch replays, analyze drafts. You need to find new strategies and try things. Okay. You also need to have a good organization skills, because you can't just go like, what do we do today, guys? We play, let's play. You know, you have to, okay, this time of the day we practice, then we review, then we're gonna do some strategies using the board, and like we're just gonna do some team meeting. Then at the end of the day we maybe do some team building for 1 or 2 hours, playing some games or going outside to the restaurant or going to the arcade, play together, and yeah, it's so much things, man. I don't know. It sounds so complicated. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, stream resume. Fresh. I'm back. Nares, I mean, can I sponsor your channel a bit? We can talk about it, but I'll do the same thing that I do with the other people. I'll propose you a coaching, the same price and everything. I don't do free coaching just to help out right now, because right now I really need to focus on making a bit of money, because it's complicated for me. Okay, so the time I spend, I really need to spend it wisely. I want to help people for free down the line, but right now I need to focus on helping myself financially, and then I can help others. Which team surprised you the most in tournament? Tennis Gaming and VEC, the Vietnamese team and Tennis Gaming. Je suis en train de stream. Gemik, oh, and you have to visit Nepal once. I'll visit Nepal at some point, but right now I'm fully focused on my career. So, do you know all EVOS, iOS, Near, and Oreo? I know iOS, but not Near and Oreo. What actually happened in the drafting phase? Do the coach dictate which hero to ban and which to pick, or the player can give some suggestion? I cannot tell you what every coach do. I can tell you what I do. So we're gonna practice the draft pick against a particular opponent. Let's say I'm playing with EVOS. I'm the coach of EVOS. We're gonna go against RQ. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna analyze their recent games from the last month that I find wherever I can. Okay. I'm gonna analyze every single draft, and I'm gonna try to find out which play style they like to play the most, and then I'm gonna just keep that in mind. Okay, that's their strength. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to work on the weakness of those play style. Either I find a weakness and I'm gonna try to practice this, or I don't find a weakness and I'm gonna counter or completely ban this play style. Okay, by pushing them to play something different. Okay, I don't give them the choice, or I put them in a situation where they don't play their main picks. Okay, or I force them to I don't know, I open the bans a lot so that my team has the better playstyle or draft pick. Then during the D-Day, if everything is right, you have at least 2 or 3 draft picks at least prepared for every team. So you start your draft pick. They're gonna ban normally accordingly to what you prepared. 90% of the time, I was able to predict the bans. And then the picks, yeah, it wasn't really surprising too much. RQ was the one actually, that was a bad example because RQ is the one who surprised us when I played with EOS. There was another team, but I forgot. And anyway, we sit down, we see what they decide to do, or we act first. We just follow the plan. And whenever I feel like, as a coach, there is something that's wrong, and maybe the opponents are trying to bait us or to trap us into something, into drafting something, then I'm gonna adapt. But if I need to adapt, I'm gonna ask to the players, do you think this is good? And then if the person who plays this role is like, no, I feel like playing this, I'm gonna think about it for a few seconds. I'm gonna be like, sure, man, go for it. Just if you feel like this is the game for this, go for it. I trust you 100%. And every single time, I'll push. Like, you can tell in 2 seconds if someone is very convinced about this pick and if it makes sense with what you planned, or if he's just ignorant about what he's trying to do and he's actually falling into the trap. Okay, that's your job as a coach. Once you found out this, and if his pick is in line with what you think, for example, I don't know, for example, G wants to play Harley, and I think in my head that Harley is actually a decent pick, or I predicted that he would do good with it. I will give it to him, and I will support him 100%. And I'll not forget to tell him this is a good pick. Go for it. I think it works really well, and I'm gonna try to give him a couple of arguments why it's good. Okay, and this is happening in 45 seconds. Remember, okay, 45 seconds or 50 seconds in between each pick. So I'll tell him, go for it. It makes sense. Most likely you're gonna counter this one or this one, play it like this. Alright, next pick, okay? And that's it. So the reasoning is, we have the plan. Plan doesn't work. Adapt. Ask for inputs from the players. Do you have any inputs? It never happens that they're like, no. We don't know what to pick, coach. Tell us. And if they don't know, you tell them like the secondary picks that you had in mind, and then you give them the arguments why it's good picks, and then at the end of the draft, do not show any sort of concern regarding the picks. You need to be, you have the best draft, go for it, guys, don't worry. G, you fucked the mid laner. Ura, just do good on your side lane, man. You got this. He's weaker than you, bro, and you have been practicing so hard. Just go for it, man. Play your game. Don't forget to play, guys. Have fun, enjoy. Don't play passive. Go for this victory. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. All right. Good luck. And that's it. Can change the speech however you want. That's pretty much it. Do not show any negativity. Do not be confident though. Depends who. Like, I can say to Ura, go fuck him. Go, like, completely destroy him. He's not gonna mind. But for example, if I say to Jiao, I remember Jiao. If I say Jiao, destroy them, just fuck them, it's not gonna work because he doesn't like this kind of hype. Different personalities, okay? You can say that to someone like, I think you can say that to someone like Donkey. Donkey is someone who goes for the victory, goes to fetch it, man. He's invading all the time, he's super proactive, always find the solutions. So he's the kind of guy you can be like, okay, Donkey, just destroy them, go for it, you know? But someone who is a bit more in the back, I would say Luminaire, for example. I don't know him personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't like this kind of thing, or if he gets a bit pressured or stressed if you tell him this. It depends who you talk to, right? But I always try to boost the ego of the person who likes that, and I'll try to support morally the people who don't like to be too cocky, okay? Just support them. Like to someone that likes to be ego boosted, you can tell him, go for it, you're the best, etc. Someone who is a bit more shy and introvert, you can tell him, just trust yourself, you did good in practice. You know how to get that draft. So just go for it. Whatever you want, and your teammates are here to help you. You know, that's more like helping them, supporting them morally. Different. I don't know if you guys see the difference. Got any word of advice for those who are ultra fanatics about their favorite team? Yeah, get out of your home, go see the world. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good, or I mean, if you're not stupid about it, if you're just fanatics, but you're clever about it, it's fine. It depends. If you mean like fanatic to the point you kill people for a living because they don't support your team, I don't know, man. What do you think about Paulo's performance? I think Paulo shouldn't have played. He should have refused because he knew it would be a pain in the ass to play with Basic and General that didn't want to play with him in the first place. And he knew that everyone would blame him if they were losing. So since the result would have been pretty much the same anyway, didn't matter if it was Orochi or Paulo, they would have lost still. Okay, and Paulo is just a nice guy that always trying to help and gets all the blame at the end of the day for helping people for free. Okay, he didn't even want to go at first. Okay, because they didn't want him to go. And then they were like, okay, can you come with us? We did all this together, blah blah blah. Then he went. He didn't want to play at first, and then they say, okay, we don't like to play with Orochi. Can you play with us? And it was like, okay. And at the end of the day, he's the one getting the blame. He's the one getting memed. And Basic was super rude about him. So I don't like that. I think people who always go out of their comfort zone to help other people should be always rewarded and not memed or publicly shamed. I think you guys should always support the gesture rather than the result. Okay, if that makes sense. You guys should clap someone who is trying hard rather than clap for someone who is a superstar and winning every day. Okay? Gemik, in your opinion, which mage is the most complete? Lunox. Lunox is a neutral mage that you can pick in any situation. There is literally no counter for Lunox. Just because some people say Chenge, for example, because of the range, but I don't think it's a counter. I think, first of all, I think some mages are countered by the way the enemy draft their entire team. And some mages are countered by one champion. I mean, if you play Odora and the opponent team play Hayabusa or Hellcurt, you're fucked, right? But I don't think Lunox is the champion you really counter. I think Esmeralda is a champion easy to counter. I don't think Lunox is. Harif is... Some people might think it's easy to counter because they don't play against people like Moker or like people like Wan or like pro players that play mid lane all the time. But trust me, you can play Minsita plus Kaja plus Shao and play against a very good Harif and get fucked, you know? So yeah, Harif is just strong. And then I think Lilia is hard to counter too. Lilia is really a good neutral mage. I just feel like Lilia's early game is not the best. But I've seen like in this tournament she was doing so good. In this tournament she's doing so good. It's funny how pro players always come up with old picks that they never used before on new tournaments and make the meta, you know, switch a bit, swap to something different. I don't think it's because the champions are for some reason better than before. I think it's just because the enemies are not used to play against those new champions that they bring to the meta, okay? And it's the small surprises that make the meta switch a bit. But the champions are always the same, okay? They don't actually change in essence. They just are used or not. That's it. What's on your thoughts about owning PHP casters versus Tennis while they're having Baxi in their team? I think Tennis did it on purpose. I think that was a bit outdrafted. They started the meme. Yeah, that's why I said to Dave on his. I mean, Dave. I can't talk to Dave, not much because he has his way of doing things, and we've always been disagreeing on a lot of topics. So he's my buddy, but he's my buddy when we don't argue with about in like Mobile Legend. And I mean, the meme wasn't really about Mobile Legend. It was more about respect. I guess I don't know, people are different, man. My education tells me you don't meme your friends online and public shame them when you have a reach that. Maybe in his head it's not a big deal, it's just for fun, you know, it's banters. Because I mean, Dave is different than Paulo. Maybe if I do this about Dave, you know, and I do a meme about him during a world championship where he participates and fails, maybe he's gonna be like, I don't care, you know. But that doesn't mean you can do it to someone else. Not because you're a bit more stronger in your head, you know, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to put myself in their shoes. Don't you want a pro tank user while playing? Haha. I'm sick of random use servers. I have 600. Ah, I wouldn't mind, dude. I wouldn't mind playing with a tank player in Europe. I'm always struggling to find a good tank player in Europe. So yeah, send me a message if you think you are up to the standard. Bonus points to people who use Discord, because I'm so sick of playing without Discord or without voice communication. So if you do, that would be amazing. Plus, what's the point? Like, what's the point in practicing without voice, guys? How are you even practicing when you don't use communication? It sucks. It sucks. Hey, Mohamed, if you have 72% because you have 60% in ranked and 85 in classic, though, that's sad. A lot of people come to me, yeah, I have 80%, but it's the average between their classic games and the ranked. For me, the classic win rate is like, no, doesn't really make sense. You guys have any more questions? I think I'm gonna go. 1 hour 47. We streamed a lot. We did the full prediction, so yep. Thanks, guys, for participating into this special stream. Thank you for the people who stayed cool, even though they disagreed with my opinion. Once again, this is my own opinion. Guys most likely have a different opinion, and that's what makes this world amazing, is that we can all live together despite having differences. Okay? So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens in a few hours, and support your favorite team. Don't be stupid about it. It's not the end of the world if your favorite team lose, and it's not gonna change your life if your favorite team wins. Okay? So watch it as it is, entertainment, and have fun. Okay, my boys? Do I want to coach Divu? I don't think they would like to. I think ego problems. It's always the same thing. I don't mind coaching a team if they ask me and they are serious about it, and I don't mind coaching a team if it's my job. Okay, because there's no choice. Then you have a contract. Players have the contract. Coach have a contract. Everyone work together. It's a work. It's a job. You have nothing to say about it, and that's it. Okay, so you can work. You can actually go through the ego problem and work. But if it's just for fun, I don't think so. Being sure, bro, it would be amazing because you are a good mid laner. I'm always with trash mid laner, which can't rotate. Well, send me a message, man. Discord is in the description. If you guys want to join the Discord, we're gonna talk about the match. I'm gonna spam the Discord link, actually. Hopefully it works. Can someone try if it works? I don't know if my link is still good. Let me check. Is it working? Gemik Squad. Alright. So this is the Discord link. We always go and talk together in the Discord chat. Come talk with us, come enjoy, take some popcorn, a Coca-Cola, and watch with us, guys. You are welcome. And I'll see you later. Thank you, my boys. Peace. Bye-bye.